In just a short week and a couple of days, it'll be time for the Heartland Half Marathon. Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Kevin Manley, and today he's here representing the DC DuBois County MultiSport, but also Kevin is the director of the DuBois County Visitors Bureau, which really has a tie-in as well with the Heartland Half Marathon. All right, what is the Heartland Half Marathon?
Okay, Bill. The Heartland Half Marathon, this will be our 6th annual Heartland Half Marathon. Kenny Hoaxsong and I got together 6 years ago and started talking about what type of event we could put on. And all 6 years, Memorial Hospital has been behind us as our corporate sponsor, and they just do a lot for us, and we appreciate that very much.
Now, and the Heartland Half Marathon is a run, but it's also a walk if somebody chooses to walk.
Right. The Heartland, we have basically three different...
We probably should look at it. There's two ways. There's serious people, and then there's people who just want to exercise.
Very true, very true. And we want all of those folks to come out. We have, last year we put in, for the serious runners, we put in cash prizes for the top 3 male and top 3 female. So that actually drew in some elite runners from the Louisville area that came in, and 3 runners actually ran the half marathon in under an hour and 10 minutes. The winner was an hour and 4 minutes, so that equates to about less than 5-minute mile for all 13.1. He was sprinting the whole way. But on the other hand, DC MultiSport, we're trying to promote health and wellness. That's our #1 objective. And so we welcome walkers, 5K runners, anyone that wants to come out. We also have a team relay for the event, so you can get 4 of your friends together. If you can run a 5K, you can do the team relay. So we wanted to make it easy for everybody to participate, and we have a lot of walkers that walk the 5K, but we also have some walkers that walk the half marathon as well.
Okay, so, and it's a great route through Jasper. So on September 2nd, September 2nd. Okay, that is the Heartland Half Marathon. So on that morning through Jasper, beware that there's going to be people, not only traffic, just as people getting to places and traffic being maybe rerouted a little bit in some areas, but for the most part, there's going to be a lot of people running through town. So please use caution as you're driving through town on that day. We
do have a lot of the route is marked off so that there's no traffic while they're running through those areas, but we'll have between 650 and 850 runners that will be taking off all together at 7:30 in the morning. I would like to say that if you come and want to sign up the day of the event, make sure that you try to get there by 6:30, because parking becomes an issue, and also just even the registration process is quite busy and hectic in there early in the morning. So make sure you get there by that time.
And the registration is in the German American Bank park area or the train depot, or is the answer yes because it's all of that?
Well, it's actually the train depot.
Okay.
The train depot is where we have registration. The run actually starts on the bridge, and it's really, if you haven't seen the start of this race, it's really cool to see that bridge completely filled up with people, and as they all take off at the same time, it's really quite something to see.
Now, do they fight for whoever gets to be in front, or does that matter?
Well, you have your serious runners, and they'll always be near the front, and
let them be the front.
Let them be the front. We do divide it up so that the half marathoners are to the inside, because they're going to be turning left on 9th Street, and then we have the 5K on the other side, so they go straight up and get onto Mill Street, and stay on Mill Street. So we do that, and then that's pretty orderly when they switch, so it works real well.
Now, obviously, if you're going to do the half marathon, you will have needed to train somewhat, because 13 miles is not a small amount to run. But the 5K, you could still register for that. You can decide today that I'm going to run that 5K, or walk it if you want. I guess pre-registration is over, but will they still get a T-shirt if they register the day of?
They will, as long as we have them in stock. We always buy extras. We'd love to take care of everybody, but they're on a first come, first served basis after that. You can register though at the heartlandhalfmarathon.com right now online, all the way up to the day of the event.
Oh, okay.
So that is open. Or you can just show up by around 6:30 on September the 2nd and sign up there at the train depot.
Okay, and so you park down by the train depot someplace, and then walk. There's a lot of people walking. Everybody gets a number. How do you keep this time exact? If I remember right, there's something that's laid out across the road. It's kind of technical, isn't it?
Well, they have timing mats. We do chip timing for this event. So there's a chip in the bib, and when you have your bib on, that goes across the map. That's what starts the clock for you, for your number. And when you cross the finish line, it reads it there as well. So that's how we keep track of the time of all the runners.
Now, the run starts at 7:30. So there will start to be some congestion of people around 6:30 in the morning. What time does it pretty well end?
Okay, we close the streets off from 6:30 to about 7:45, right down in the downtown area, around the square. And the half marathoners, they head south on Main Street and then cross 231 by Shoney's. So they get across over there, and once that's done, they're on that side of the road until Cathy Lane, where they hit Cathy Lane on the north side of Jasper. So we have volunteer policemen that are there and help us to coordinate this, because safety is very important. We don't want anybody to get injured. So we have a lot of officers out there helping us to get everybody across the highways.
For the most part, probably all the runners are pretty well done by 10, are they not?
For the most part, we have some walkers. We have walkers for the half marathon, and they may be coming in at 11:30. We have everybody in usually by 12 at the latest. But the 5Kers, even if you walk a 5K, an average of 15-minute mile, you're going to be done in 45 minutes to an hour, even if you take rest breaks and everything. So we do have water stops out there with Gatorade, water. We have food out on the race route, and we also have it at the end.
Now, do you encourage people who are along the route to be out in their yards cheering?
We absolutely love that. If you have ever run a half marathon, it does take encouragement while you're doing it. And we get a lot of feedback on our two St. Charles hills that you have to climb there. So we've been very fortunate that a lot of people do come out and line the race routes and cheer people on, play music, and we've really, it's really a great event. But I encourage you, if you haven't seen the event, you need to come out and take a look at it, because it's quite impressive.
Now, putting on the Visitors Bureau hat,
okay,
what does this mean for the economy, or for a little stimulus for Du Bois County?
It is quite, it's very important to us. Some data, last year at our race, we had 367 runners that came from outside of Du Bois County. We had 6 states represented. And this is we moved this event, if you recall, we used to have it on a Sunday, and there's really not a lot of activities going on Sunday in our community. So we moved this event to Saturday because we got feedback. People want to stay around. They want to shop. They want to go look at the area if they haven't been to our area before. So it's very important to tourism. And those people that come, we've been very fortunate that if they come to Jasper for the first time, they'll come back 4 more times over the next 2 years, because we have that much to offer in Du Bois County.
And don't forget, if that one person's running, they probably have a support person or 2 or 3 who come along with them as
absolutely,
well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Again, it's going to be Saturday, September 2nd.
Right. Starts at
the bridge by the mill.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where it ends there. But you say that bridge will be closed roughly for about an hour, from about 6:30 to 7:45, about an hour and a half or so.
Right.
So you'll need to do an alternate route at that point.
Right. We'll have barricades up, and really all you have to do if you're coming into town is turn by the theater there, by Azura, and go up and go around. You're perfectly fine
it's
doing
easy to
that.
go around that way.
And that's the smallest inconvenience, but it means a lot to our community to have this event.
Yeah, it really does, and it means a lot to everybody in all of Du Bois County, because it brings everybody to this whole area. And the neat thing is, for runners, it's a premier event here in Du Bois County that Du Bois County runners can participate in, but anybody from around the area.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's the best part about the What do you enjoy the most about the Heartland Half Marathon?
Well, we started DC MultiSport 6 years ago, and our goal was to promote health and wellness while giving back to the community. And we feel like we've done that, not only with the Heartland, but with the Youth Triathlon, the Strassenfest bike ride, and up until this year, we had the Ferdinand Folkfest Fondo cycling event. We're very, very fortunate. We have a lot of supportive sponsors that support us in these endeavors, but there's benefactors for every one of these events. So the Heartland Half Marathon, the benefactor is the Philip R. Dawkins Heart and Vascular Center, and it's for integrative medicine. So we've been able to give back right around $13,000 a year that they can use to purchase equipment to use in that area of controlling heart disease.
Excellent. All right, the Heartland Half Marathon is Saturday, September 2nd. It's always the Saturday of Labor Day weekend, correct? Okay, and
yes.
will continue to be that way.
Yes.
If you haven't registered, you still can by going online.
HeartlandHalfMarathon.com.
Easy to remember. Or you can show up that day.
Right.
And remember, there is the 5K. If you're not a marathon runner or a long distance runner, but you like 5Ks, you can enter that. But you also could be in the half marathon if you can come up with 3 other friends.
Right. We have a team relay for that. And if you can run a 5K or even walk a 5K, get 3 of your friends together and a team of 4, and you can actually, between 2.5 and 4 miles is what each person would have to run or walk in order to complete the half marathon.
Do you hand off a baton?
You do.
Oh, you do. Okay,
we have a baton with a chip in it, so
okay.
you carry that, hand it off to the second person, just like a regular relay race in track.
All right, well, it sounds exciting.
It
Great
is.
weekend coming up for Jasper and all of DuBois County on Saturday, September 2nd, the Saturday of Labor Day weekend.
Right.
Kevin, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it.
Well, we hope to see you. I won't be running, but I hope to be at the Heartland Half Marathon, enjoying all that it offers and cheering on the runners that are there or the walkers as well. This is 18 WJTS in Form. We're local people watching local people.